Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today is June 5th, 2024. This is the daily reading for the collective. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you're located. As far as the date is right, hopefully you can benefit from this read. When justice is the thing that can improve our lives today, there's a need to gain the balance. Justice. First of all, when I see this card, I remember the zodiac Libra, because Libra is associated with the balance. Also, suddenly I lost my thought. But anyway, it is related to the Libra energy, and also equality. So when we see this card, there might be a situation where a person we know, especially who is a Libra sun sign, maybe even Libra ascendant or even moon sign, but most likely sun sign Libra. There might be news coming from them. There might be news about them that we realize. So if you have someone in your life who is a Libran, just pay attention, because there might be a situation where there is a significance for today. And also, for people who have a very strong sense of justice, strong sense of equality, today there might be some testing going on. Let's say if you are someone who is very concerned about being equal, being fair, then today there might be situations where you might question whether you are in a fair situation or you are out of balance. So if you feel like you are out of balance, then it is auspicious for you to take actions. Of course, not harmful actions, but the actions that you know, if you take that action, you will gain your balance within a situation. It depends on who you are. Some people, they gain their balance by voicing out their opinions. Some people, they gain their balance by going inward and being in solitude and figure out their balance when they are alone. Some people, they will just pick an activity to do, maybe hanging out with friends, talking with friends who have same mindset or maybe very different mindset. Throughout the conversations, they will gain back their balance. So today is important to be in a state of balance, and to try to be in a state of balance. When I think about, needing to gain the balance, that can also mean there might be situations where that can trigger us to feel like, okay, it's not fair. It's not fair for us, or maybe it's not fair for someone. It does not necessarily mean we only need to feel the unfairness within ourselves, but we can also feel the unfairness for the others. So it is very important to realize and to acknowledge that everybody has a different sense of balance. Everybody has a little bit different um, in the sense of fairness. Although there can be a unified direction about something that is unfair, or maybe there's something that is fair, but everybody actually has a little bit difference, because the way we learn about fairness, we all learn in a different way, because we have our unique experiences. We can have similarities but not exactly the same. So it is important to remember there are differences, and those differences can lead to different interpretations about fairness. That's why it is crucial to acknowledge the difference and not be offended by the difference, because they grew up in a different way. They learn about fairness in a different way. That doesn't mean they are being wrong. That doesn't mean you are being wrong. Everybody has something that is right for them. And whenever you feel like the sense of justice is being challenged or being questioned today, before you feel like you have to bring an emotional awareness to the others or to yourself, it is auspicious to stop for 1 second and remember that they might come from a different space that is very different from you. Although you may feel like, hey, we grew up together, but still they have their lives, and you have your life, and you have your unique experience about fairness. So if the person you're concerned about, they don't realize why you are so concerned about a certain fairness in your life or in a situation, it is unnecessary to be offended, because they do not have the knowledge. Vice versa, you might not know about their situation also. Why would they support something, and why would you support the other thing? And when the justice is something that we can improve, there is the space for a common ground if we allow that to exist. In order to have the common ground, sometimes it can be very tricky, because when things happen, most likely we would like to fix it, make it right. But sometimes it's not the case. It depends from situation to situation. If you feel like you are very confident that your way of solution will bring the balance to a situation, it's okay. But please be aware that the other person, the other party, they might also think the same. So please consider the relationship between you. Please consider the things that you treasure between you and among the people you love, you care about. And think about the importance. What is the most important thing in the relationship? Is it about fairness? Is it about the love? Is it about the struggles that you have experienced with them? And when you realize the most important thing in a relationship, there might be things that you can consider sacrificing. Maybe not all, but a little bit. Maybe let the person speak first, and you speak later if they are feeling very strongly about something. Then after that, you can let them know, oh, because you're from a different perspective, you might have a different take on something the other person disagree with. It's important to remain calm emotionally, physically, when the justice card appears. We don't want to be out of balance. Even when we walk, we have to be in balance. So, in a physical sense, be aware of anything that can be out of balance. If you cook, be aware of the food you cook. Don't overcook. Don't undercook. If you drive, make sure that your wheels are balanced. You have the right alignments. The temperature of your car is in balance. That is important. Any machineries, they need the lubrication. They need the coolant to make sure the temperature is right for operation. So make sure that things are in balance and not out of balance. If you hang your plants in your room, in your house, are they in balance or are they swinging to the wrong side? Those are little things that can also be taken care of during today. If something in your life is out of balance, then today is a day you will have the opportunity to start a trend, to start balancing things out. If you are unemployed, then maybe this can be an imbalance for some people. Then it's possible that you will get a job, and then from there you will start balancing your life in this employment area. If you don't eat enough, then today there might be situation that will bring your body to balance, and you will eat sufficiently from now on if you have not been eating a balanced diet. If you know that you need to work out but you have been procrastinating, then today is the day to bring the balance in your mind and awareness. Be aware that your body needs to operate in a balanced manner. Even you might feel like working out is too difficult. You can, try to do housework, cleaning up. Everybody works out in a different way. Some people, they have to hit the gym every day, every week. Some people, they work out by you know, taking care of their kids, by cleaning up, by walking, you know. Everybody's different. But if you feel like your body is out of balance, take care of your body and try to bring your body in balance. If you feel like, okay, you're overweight, and you feel like you're not ready to work out, maybe eating less might be helpful. And in the process of trying to balance, you will gain the awareness for a better future. Because sometimes you may feel like, okay, now I'm underweight, or maybe I'm overweight. Does it mean if I take an action today, everything's gonna be good? Everything's gonna be turned around magically? Well, for some of you it might be, but for many of us, it is a progress. It is a process. By aligning and gaining the balance in one particular area of life, that will have a ripple effect to others in our lives and to other areas in our personal lives. So please don't feel like the little step doesn't matter. Every little thing matters. Every little baby step matters. I know for many of us, in order to gain the balance, it takes a lot of courage, and even some of us might feel like, oh, it's life and death, in order to, you know, to bring things into balance in our lives. It's not easy, I agree. But if we don't let go of our sense of justice, of the balance, we will reach our destination at the end of the day. Maybe not today, but in the long run. So my intention to do these videos every day, it is aiming to provide maybe a little step or maybe a big step for all of us, not only you, but also myself, for a better future. You know, every day there are a lot of different types of energies available to us, and we can choose. We have our freedom of choice, and I focus on improvement. I don't focus on the other side, you know, going down. Even though I know it depends from person to person. Some people, they have to, you know, overcome the transformation, you know, going down really intensely, so they can, you know, rise like a phoenix. And it's okay. So it depends on your character. But anyway, I hope you guys can share your insights when you feel like you want to share. What is your sense of balance? What is your sense of justice? Everybody is different, you know. And at this moment of making this video, I'm seeing a word in front of me, which is frozen. You know, frozen yogurt. That frozen. I wonder what is this the correlation between the justice and the frozen. Um, I think if there is a stagnation, if you feel like there is something that is frozen in your life, and you know that it is out of balance, at least today will be a day that you can think about it. Think about what is being frozen in your life, and you feel like it's such an, it's like you need an icebreaker to to break the situation, to make things in flow again. When the justice card is present, there are situations that we have to work with each other to defrost a situation. And after the defrost, hopefully things will get better. Change is inevitable, because when things are being frozen, especially if that is a relationship situation, if that is something that is not moving along because of an argument of something that we feel deeply sensitive about, and we have the fear that if we move ourselves, it's gonna break us. I think that might be a situation that is like frozen, and that creates the imbalance in our lives. But we have the choice to make, to be free. And to be free, we have to acknowledge and accept the fact that sometimes the others may feel like we are wrong, and it is okay for them to think we are wrong, because the fact that for them we might be really wrong, and for us maybe they are really wrong too. But it boils down to the fact that, is life only about right or wrong? Is it only about win or lose? We have to make a choice to whether we want to have the relationship with this person, this situation. Are we gonna sacrifice our sense of peace just to prove that we are right? And this is not a judgment call. It is just a question to ask ourselves and to understand ourselves more. And I think everybody has the right to feel and to be satisfied by their own standard about what is being right or wrong. But we all have to pay a price for being who we are, and we have to be sure and be at peace. When the justice card appears, it is a reminder that regardless of how the others think about us, we deserve to have our sense of balance and our sense of peace. Even though you may feel like, okay, my life is crumbling down, what I believe is not coming to fruition, what I support is not coming to fruition, who I support is not being supported by the others, what I'm doing is not being supported by the others. However, you still deserve to have your own peace. Your own peace. If you can come together with the others and find a common ground, great. But even if you cannot, you are your own beacon. You are your own beacon of your balance. And your balance is not necessarily requiring the other's approval so that you have peace. You can be angry, but at the same time, deep inside you, you can still have your peace. I know it sounds contradicting, but if you get it, you get it. You know, some people, they're very angry outside, but at the end of the day, they won't let that anger affect their personal lives. They will pull the plug when they feel like something is overwhelming them. You know, the sense of justice, the idea of justice, sometimes we have to fight for it. And fighting for justice is, I personally, I don't believe fighting for justice is simply fighting against the other person or the other party. It is about, the fight is about the persistence. It is about the journey to find out what is the truth and what is the best for the common good. You see what I mean? And it needs persistence, and sometimes be fair and be in balance is not about fulfilling personal needs. It's about the collective. And when we talk about the collective, there are all kinds of balances. There are all kinds of ideologies about what is being fair, what is not being fair. So in order to really come together, it's not easy, because we have to first let go of our own balance, our own ideas about balance and equality, so that we can understand and make room to realize where the others come from, where they came from. So by understanding the other side, we have a greater possibility to reach the sense of justice. Maybe it's not immediate. Maybe it takes time. But it is worth it. It is worth it. So, anyway, I hope this video is helpful for you and your loved ones. And if you like the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. It's gonna be really helpful. And I appreciate your time and participation. So, yeah, have a great day and find your sense of balance. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.